Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Jay here. I'm doing a quick little video about T-Mobile home internet. Make sure you watch this video entirely before you make the purchase. Stay tuned.
T-Mobile.
So as you're probably already aware, if you have a cable internet service provider, you're getting data caps. You're probably getting maybe 1 terabyte, maybe 1.25 terabytes if you had Cox like I did. And after that, they're going to charge you usually $10 for every 50 gigabytes that you go over, or something similar to that. Second of all, internet download speeds and upload speeds as well. Typically, you have to pay, for their lowest tier, you're getting maybe 50 or 100 megabits per second, and you got to pay extra to get the higher download speed tier and or upload speed tier, if they even offer it in your area. Typically, most ISPs are throttling you around 10 megabits per second, and for Cox, for example, you had to pay $30 more a month just to get 35 megabits per second, a far cry from what you can get with fiber. Third, you're probably going to have to pay for some equipment fees. And modems, gateways typically cost between $10 and $15 a month extra on top of their regular rate plan. And last but not least, contracts. I mean, most of these plans, to get the best price, you're going to have to sign a contract for at least 1 year, maybe 2 years. Sometimes the second year costs more. And then when the contract's over, you got to call and threaten to cancel, even though you really don't have anywhere to go. It's usually the only game in town. And maybe they'll give you a discount, and it probably won't even be as good as the original deal. So what do you do in that situation? Well, see if T-Mobile home internet's available in your area. It was actually already available in my area for months, and I had no idea until someone told me about it. And I was like, oh, they have internet now? And I went to the website and put in my address. If you go to the link below, check your address as well. And lo and behold, I had T-Mobile home internet available in my area. Now, before I actually purchased it, I went to the local T-Mobile store and picked up one of their smartphones and did a speed test. And I was getting 300, 400 megabits per second and 40, 50, 60 megabits per second upload. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make the switch. All right, so here it is in all its glory. Affectionately called the trash can. It's the Nokia 5G home internet gateway for T-Mobile. And I keep this right in my window here so I get the best possible signal strength possible. And let's see, I'm getting it's like 3 bars now, which is not bad. It's more than sufficient for getting decent download and upload speeds. All right, I just did a speed test here on fast.com. And as you can see, 370 megabits per second download, which is typically, I would say on average, I'm getting between 250 and 400 or even higher download speeds. Latency, fantastic, 29 milliseconds. Upload speed 29, which is actually on the low end of what I usually see. Usually I see anywhere from 40 to 50, sometimes even 60 or 65 on the download speeds. Let's do a refresh here and see if it's going to give me something different, but it's pretty consistent overall. I saw that over 400 at one point there. Nice. 400 megabits per second. The highest I've seen is 411. 31, so I mean, I'm getting pretty good latency. I never usually see it go above 45, which is nice. Upload is looking a little better this time around. And if you're on Cox, you know they charge you an extra $30 a month just to get the 35 megabits per second upload, which this is getting here on average in the mid-30s, sometimes even more, depending on what speed test server I'm testing this on. So you don't have to pay extra for that either. So 400 down, 32 up, not too shabby. So before I get into some of the roadblocks that you might run into, if you've gone to the link in the description below and saw if your address was eligible for the service, just send me a message. I have my information in the description below. And if you go through me, I have a contact at T-Mobile who'll give both of us a $25 credit. So not only do you get the best price on internet and the best value, you're going to get an extra bonus for going through me and that you found this video on YouTube. Now, the good news is you don't have to be an existing T-Mobile customer to get this service. You can sign up and say, I just want the T-Mobile home internet, no other services whatsoever. And they'll still give you the $50 price point. You just set up your auto pay with your credit card or bank account, and it's $50 per month. And even better, it might still be going on still right now as you're watching this video, but they're offering for anybody on the 55 plus plans an additional $10 credit, bringing the price to $40 a month. Now, you might run into a potential roadblock if you're an existing Sprint customer. And this happened to me because I have a Sprint account, and the reason is they have 2 separate billing systems still. for Sprint and T-Mobile. So even though they're technically one company now, they haven't merged everything because a lot of folks are still on grandfathered plans. So if you have a smoking deal with Sprint right now and you're locked in and grandfathered into the best price possible, they're not going to let you take that deal over to T-Mobile. You have to get whatever plans they currently have. So when I tried calling them and saying, hey, I want to get the T-Mobile home internet, they said, sure, yeah, let's look you up and see what you got. And, oh, I'm sorry, sir, you have Sprint. You can't get it. You have to take all your phones. I have like 7 lines from Sprint and bring them all over to T-Mobile home internet. So I was definitely upset about that. So I said, there's got to be a way around this. So I went online, I Googled it. I went on Reddit forums. I checked on YouTube. I even reached out to T-Mobile corporate. I even messaged them on Facebook. And there's no way around it. You can try all you want. There is no workaround to this whatsoever besides moving your phones from Sprint to T-Mobile, except this. So if you're on T-Mobile's website and you see, T-Mobile 5G home internet, it's not readily apparent to you that it is also available under a business. Yes, you can sign up for T-Mobile home internet under your business. And that is exactly what I did. I got it set up under my home business name. But hold up, it's not as easy as it sounds, unfortunately. So what happened was, I went to the T-Mobile store with an EIN number that I got for a business I was trying to start a decade ago. And they said, yeah, we'll get you set up. And then they had to call, the credit department, and they're like, yeah, we need to have, a CP575 form. And I was like, what is that? And they go, oh, it's a letter that you get from the IRS. I'm like, I have no idea where that thing went. It was over a decade ago. So I was like, shoot, I don't have a CP575 for this EIN. Well, I said, you know what? I'm not giving up. I'm going to register for a new one. So I went to swiftfilings.com, and they have this free EIN service. You got to go past like 20 or 30 prompts that they try to upsell you, but you can get it for free if you get through all those prompts. So I did that. I waited, I think 2 business days, and I finally got my EIN number for my new business. And I think it was like 3 weeks later, I finally got my CP575. So I went into my local T-Mobile store, and I tried to sign up again. And, gave them my CP575 letter, and they called the credit department, and they go, oh, yeah, you're also going to need a bank statement with your business name on it, or a utility bill with your business name on it. I was like, oh, come on, another roadblock? So I literally went home and started signing up for a business bank account. But the next day I called T-Mobile home internet for business. And I got a woman on the phone who was able to get me signed up with just the EIN number. She didn't ask for even a fax of the CP575 or a bank statement. I guess she was able to speak to the credit department and just check my EIN to make sure it was legit. So not only did she get me the service without having to provide the documentation, she overnighted it and waived the shipping fee. So I'm now a proud T-Mobile home internet for business customer. So there you have it, folks. I believe there's always a solution to every problem, and if that was a problem you ran into, hopefully that helps you. Again, for T-Mobile home internet, for anybody looking to sign up, if you go through me, I have a contact at T-Mobile who'll give us both a $25 credit on our bills. So again, thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions, comments, or whatever, write down below in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. Thanks for watching, and God bless.